Welcome to the What is Life, the What is Life podcast. Welcome to the What is Life, the What is Life podcast. Welcome to the What is Life, the What is Life podcast, yeah.
Welcome back to the What is Life podcast. Yes, it's your boy, your host, Sensei Spees in the building. Yes, Mr. Cronkite himself. Back at you with another episode, season 2, episode 6. And I want to say thank you for tuning in. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for making the What is Life podcast a part of your daily routine, your evening routine, whenever, wherever, however you're choosing to listen or watch this episode. I want to say thank you. I love you because without you, you already know that the What is Life podcast would not even exist right now. It's amazing what you guys do. It's amazing that you guys keep showing up to support, keep showing up to have this back and forth, this discussion of life. It's amazing because every day we're having revelations, ladies and gentlemen. And you already know Pal Pullin is in attendance. He has switched spots. The first episode, he was laying on this couch. Now he's laying in my favorite spot. So shout out to Pank. And I also want to give a huge shout out to my family because without them, I would not be in this position that I am in right now. All of their hard work, their sacrifices. Specifically, I want to give a shout out to my Aunt Sandy because, man, I don't even have the words. I don't even have the words, but she's amazing. Amazing. Beautiful woman, beautiful soul, beautiful heart. She cracks me up so much. But she's so real too. Like every time we speak, it's like I'm always left with a certain sense of peace. Don't know how to explain it, but I love her so much. Shout out to Aunt Sandy. Also, I want to give a big shout out to Mariah. I checked, the podcast analytics, stuff like that. I saw a generous monthly donation. Was shocked. Was taken aback. That's my dog. She's always been holding it down. Always been supporting Spooky Visionz. Always been supporting my dream. That's dope. She's dope. Shout out to you, Mariah. Yeah, I already know how we rocking. Life. Ladies and gentlemen, in this life, if there's one thing that I do know about myself, is that I'm a failure. I am a failure. And you know why I fail? I fail because in certain endeavors, I don't put my heart all the way in it. Whether it be an idea that I got myself into and started acting out and that I found myself overachieving at, and then I got tired of. But at the same time, you let your teammates down. If you're performing a group task that you all love, but your heart's not all the way in it, there's no harmony there. There's disharmony. That separates great teams from championship teams. When your heart's not all the way in it, you're bound to fail. And it's cool to fail. Why? I'll tell you why. Myself, for example, I love to make my best effort my worst effort, if that makes sense. All right, so as a videographer, like, no matter how great I think I am at getting the shots, editing, chopping up the video, I always think that I could do better. Like, after the end result, after the product is handed in, they love it. I love it too, but it's like, it's a lot more I could have. There's a lot of things about this life that we love and that we don't really care for. And they're all minute and little, but we got to care for it all. We really do. How do we balance that? Right? Because a lot of people like to teach mindfulness, which is great. But imagine if you are moving from your central unit, from your core, from your heart. Imagine if you could program your heart. The same affirmations that you're trying to imprint on the mind. The vibration of these positive affirmations will send those vibes out. It will overcome the body. It will send the waves out. You know, like when you're surfing, right? I surfed one time. I was 9 years old. I couldn't believe I stood up. I was on some Johnny Tsunami shit. It was somebody's birthday, I forget. His name was Martin. Anywho, I was out there surfing. I stood up. Surfed like a good 10 seconds, rode the wave. But after that, I never did it again in my life. One day I will try it again. I'll probably be nice at it. Put my mind to it. know what I mean? But the ocean, the waves, the heart vibrates, heart beats, boom, 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 boom. With your breathing, you can regulate your heart rate. We know this. We all took biology class. This is not a biology class. This is not a, But if we are aware that we're trying to reprogram our heart, it will heighten everything around us. It'll make us more conscious, make us feel more alive. That way, when a negative thought comes in your mind, or doubt seeps into your mind, or a past behavior that you're trying to break creeps up, a temptation creeps up, you are able to fight that off literally with your heart. So when you take care of your heart, naturally you're going to take care of your body. I say all that to say, like, I guess from the outside looking in, as an observer of myself, without my family, I would not be here right now in this moment. Right now, I have some lofty goals that I know that I may never reach. And part of that halts my progress because it's like, what's the point? That's defeat. This life is exciting. When fear creeps up like that, it gives us the opportunity to be great. That's one thing I loved about football, especially at Lewis. Because I knew the whole team was preparing for me. But our team was so nice that it wasn't about just me. So everybody on the squad ate. Everybody. And we won county our 8th grade year. That was dope. That was dope. And after that, I really lost my passion for football. Like, for real. It's crazy how some places have winning traditions where failure is not an option. It's just not an option. And when you grow up in these winning traditions, you learn how to overcome. You learn that the more work that you put in, the more that you try, the wins are going to outweigh the losses over your entire totality of games played. Yeah, I might get to one period where your stats ain't looking nice. Your numbers is not looking nice. But then there might be another section, a huge gap where you were just dominant. And as spectators, we love to see dominance. We do. We naturally gravitate to it because we want some of that energy so we can apply it to ourselves and see how we can be dominant in our craft, be dominant in our art form. But the mind can defeat you. It can eat you alive. That's why you have to know who you are. You have to know your heart. As much as technology advances, the more invasive technology is going to become. It's wild out here. It really is. We have to protect ourselves from ourselves. And the easiest way to do that is to realize how powerful you really are and embrace it. That's really hard to do. To embrace the fact that you have power, that you have God-given abilities, that you have different talents, that you have the power to really create, to really do what you say that you want to do. It's amazing how you can sense something without even seeing it. Taste something without even seeing it. And really enjoy the experience. But with great power comes great responsibility. And if we don't use the power, we're going to lose it. So we got to take advantage of it while we're here. So I don't blame women for using their bodies to get what they want in life. See, that's what I feel like that's what women mean when they say female empowerment. Because a lot of low vibrational beings gravitate towards the next hot thing. Whereas someone that is dominant sees the flame, but is like, yeah, my flame hotter. What do I know though? The fact that I know that I'm a failure makes me try harder. It makes me want to be better. Makes me want to master the craft. Really makes me want to master and know the craft that I'm in. Inside and out. when you respect what you do, what you do is going to show you the love. It's going to respect you right back. And if we can just stay the course, stay the path, stay aligned to what we know is best for us, and don't get lost in these illusions, these random thoughts that can really knock us off our rocker, to make us think that we're not good enough, to make us think that we're not great enough, we're going to be all right. The heart, ladies and gentlemen. Reprogram that thing. Your emotions. I'm going to say it one more time. Your emotions influence your thoughts. If you're in a good mood, you're going to think of some good shit. But the mood starts from the heart. So that's all the time that we have for the What is Life podcast. Thank you for tuning in to episode 6. Shout out to you, wherever you're at in the world. If you made it this far, you're a special soul. I love you. And stay tuned for episode 7.